kingdom, nor his seed begging bread. They always talking about, oh, we in a recession, we in a recession, we in a recession. Well, guess what? God's people better know that God is the source. We better stop worrying about what the president's going to do, what the governor's going to do, what the city council's going to do. God is our source. So once we keep focused on him, that's what faith is about. Stop watching the news. Stop watching television. And you better watch your word. You better eat every bit of this word. Because I told you the gospel is good news. While the news on the television giving you bad news, you better come to the good news. The good news of salvation. No matter what you think you may be going through, there's not a problem that God can't solve. He's already promised you. He's promised it to you just like he's promised it to me. I'm no different. Paul says that Christ is just like us. We are made in his image, in his likeness. What does that mean? It don't mean that he looked like us physically, but it means that our spirits have to connect. So if you can connect to Christ in your spirit, your mind is going to tell you a whole bunch of stuff. It's going to make you all messed up. You're going to think that nothing is possible. Every time I turn to the left, something on the right, something is this, something is that. You better stop looking at all that negative stuff. The news is the good news of Christ. He's the answer. That's what your salvation is about. Your salvation is about you have him. He has you. He has you covered by his angels, by the Holy Spirit, by his grace, and by his mercy. You noticed the other night when we talked about arming yourself, and Pastor has said this before, they didn't give you any armor for the back. They only gave you armor for the front. So what does that mean? That means you got to press your way. You got to keep going forward. Because if you start going backwards, something is wrong. You have lost something, you've forgotten something. There's nothing back there that I need. If the devil took your stuff, let him have it. Let him have it. It wasn't yours in the first place. Because what God gives to you add no sorrow. So you better keep pressing forward because he's equipped you for everything that you will go through. I love him today. I love him today. Because he gave me one simple thing. He gave me salvation. And salvation covers a whole heap of sin. Salvation covers a whole heap of faults. Salvation covers me. And I thank God for his salvation.
Thank you. Glory to God. Glory.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. What else we could see? What else could we say? What else can we say? That's it. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. That's it. That's it. I want to thank you, Lord. Thank you, Sister Chuck. Are we going to have Sister Tamasha come up and say some words? Oh no, we can't beat that with a stick. Thank you, Jesus. Oh yes, oh yes. Top it up.
Good evening, good evening. It's a blessing to be here tonight. And I apologize for not making it through the week. Just been working. Work for the church, that's my expression. But it's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's for the progression of the church. And Pastor and I talked about the week. He said the week has been powerful with the word. So I said I have to make myself be here today, tonight. Promises Audrey.